meeting, and the change has already begun. I think never before we had got such a huge incentive for attending the meetings, for bringing new members, and to do the project speeches. So that's how the new VP Education is cashing on the opportunities by overcoming the challenges. Again, this is a time when never before had the change been so eminent. I think that the change is the new permanent. So let's move on with this change, because we cannot stand at where we are. We cannot be stagnant. You know that last 1 year we have gone through a lot of changes in our social life, in our family life, in our career. Sorry for that. So this is how we have to adapt to the changes. We have to make changes day by day or maybe by weekly basis. You can see the Bahrain has now adopted a traffic light system where you are in the, maybe today you are in the orange zone and tomorrow you may be in the red zone. So this is how the governments, the countries, the people all are changing. And we as engineers are known to bring changes. We are known to overcome the challenges and create new opportunities. Moreover, as Toastmasters, we are the change makers.
Toastmasters, yeah.
We bring new ideas, new ways of communication, and how we can create new opportunities. Coming to that, we had a visionary leader, Dr. Ralph Medley, who saw this vision of the requirement, the need for communication and leadership among the youth. He found the gap that was there in the youth, how they were lacking in the leadership and communication skills. It was there. He brought this change, this new idea of Toastmasters. And today, we are here at the 330th meeting of KEEN4 Toastmasters, a Toastmaster club that was formed in 2008 by our eminent senior Toastmaster leaders. And today we are attending the 313th meeting of a new team, fresh new team. Welcome to the change. Welcome to the change which will lead to overcoming the challenges and creating new opportunities, fellow Toastmasters.
Toastmaster Deepak, you are muted.
Sorry for that. Today, we have a new team with me who will be helping me to proceed with this session. For that, I have two main members whom I will be introducing. First of all, we have the R counter. To do the role of R counter, we have a very energetic young Toastmaster, an engineer, a PMP professional. He's the way he dresses and looks, we definitely know he's a very efficient sales professional as well. So let me welcome the VP membership also, who is also VP membership of our club, Toastmaster Pranav Rajivan, to explain the role of R counter.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Deepak. It's a pleasure to have you always in our club meetings. As an accountant, I'm responsible for noting and keeping track of the words and sounds used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks during the meeting. Words may be inappropriate interjections such as and, well, but, so, like, etc. And sound may be etc. So I'll be taking a note of these interjections whenever it is used by any speaker during the meeting or during our proceedings, and I will be providing a report towards the end of the meeting to the general evaluator when I called upon. And before moving on to the Toastmaster of the day, I would like to inform that we have one more guest join. If it's okay and if the president allows, we can have a bit of introduction from the guest itself.
Yes, please. I believe it's a Sugandh.
Yes.
Mr. Sugandh, could you please introduce yourself? Mr. Sugandh?
I do not think his audio is connected.
Yeah, and the other one, Sam's iPhone.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, would you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. Myself, Sam K. Thomas. I'm basically from Trivandrum. I'm working here in REFO Construction, RAFCO. Basically, we do oil and gas construction related activities. I'm working as a project manager there. Basically, I'm a mechanical engineer.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining, Sam. President
I
Sam.
wish we all could see you, Sam.
Okay. Actually, I'm driving. That's why I didn't switch on the.
Okay.
No,
That's
it's okay. It's fine. I'll try to.
Okay,
switch on,
fine.
yeah.
Maybe later.
I'm colleague of no. I was a classmate for Mr. Ranjit Ramendra. I think you all know him.
Okay. Yeah. He's our VP Education. So we know him. All right, Sam. Thank you. I think Sugandh got disconnected. So we will, TMOD will proceed with our meeting.
Thank you, Pranav, for that clear description of the accountant role. And we welcome our new our guests, Sugandh and Sam, to the meeting. And coming to the next role, this is also another very important role for the Toastmasters education session, especially, and which improves our grammar skills. So let's hear more from the role player herself. So to do this role today, we have a very efficient lady Toastmaster with us. She is also the better half of our previous area director, so the current area director, and she is an architect by profession, currently working with RP Constructions. So let me please welcome Toastmaster Steffi Sampson to explain the role of grammarian.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for the introduction. So, Mr. Toastmaster, my dear fellow Toastmasters and the guest, I am very pleased to be the grammarian and wordmaster for this meeting. So, my role as a grammarian is to pay attention to the use of good English and to provide suggestions for improvements. And at the end of the meeting, I give you my report on any misuses of language as well as any outstanding uses. Now, the word of the day I have selected is felicitous, and it means well chosen or suited to the circumstances. It also has a meaning pleasing and fortunate. So, for example, if I use it in a sentence, I can say, the felicitous song made me happy. Or another example would be, last night I enjoyed a felicitous meal with my family. And now the different forms, the adverb and noun form of the word is felicitously and felicitousness, respectively. Thank you. And over to Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Steffi Sampson, for that very apt introduction about the description about the role of a grammarian. And
Is it possible to show the word on the screen? No, difficult. Okay.
No problem. We can
Okay.
move ahead.
Fine. We'll proceed.
Now, moving to the role, the next important role is that of a timer. And of course, to do this role, we want a person who is very meticulous, who is very timely in his proceedings. And let us hear more about the role of timer from Toastmaster. To do this role, we have today our VP Education himself with us. So let me invite Toastmaster Ranjit Ramachandran to describe out the role of timer.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Fellow members, guest as well, one of them being my classmates. Trust me, I wasn't the one who invited him. Good evening. And it's always nice to have you here, though, Sam. The human brain starts working the moment you're born and never stops until you stand up to speak in public. That's said by Mr. George Jessel, who was an actor, a screenwriter, a singer, which is, and it happens to all of us when we come on stage. The minute you stand up to speak, you lose. You are either too fast or you're too slow. One of the skills as a Toastmaster is to deliver the speech in time, within the time limits. My role as a timer today is to enable the speakers stick on to their time limits by providing a visual aid. What I do is I'll time the speeches and I provide a visual aid for the speakers to understand when they have reached the time limits. We have one project speech today, which has a duration of 5 to 7 minutes. On reaching 5 minutes, I shall have the green background up. On 6 minutes, I'll have the amber background or the yellow background. And at 7 minutes, I'll have the red background up. We have an evaluation as well. The evaluation timing is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll have the green background. At 3 minutes, at 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 2.5 minutes, I'll have the yellow background. And at 3 minutes, the red background. For the table topic speeches, the timing is 1 to 2 minutes. The green screen would 1 minute, yellow screen at 1.5, and the red screen at 2 minutes. The extra session we have today is going to be a pathways practice session, for which the time limit is 15 to 20 minutes. So it's not going to be part of the best speech contest. So the time limits is basically 15. I'll have the green at 15, amber at 17.5, and red at 20. For the evaluation speeches and the table topic speeches, we'll have, for all the speeches, we'll have a 30-second grace period in order to avoid any disqualification. I hope that's clear enough and I didn't confuse a lot much. Thank you. Over to you, dear Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ranjit Ramachandran, our VP, and he has proven his words with this very detailed, comprehensive description of the timing, with a good opening with a good quote, and then slowly moving into the timings and displaying those time-to-time signals that has to be displayed to monitor the time limits. Coming to the next role, which is one of the most important role, because this role is, you can say, one of the master of all the roles. So do this role today, we have a very senior Toastmaster with us. Toastmaster who is also a GTM, Toastmaster who is also a club sponsor, and he says he looks rough, but he's soft from inside. But actually, I think he's both soft from inside and out. So let me welcome Toastmaster Wilson, GTM, to explain the role of a general evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster today. Toastmaster today, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome. guest. A very good evening to one and all. Monitoring or assessing any activity is very important in case we are looking for improvement. And that is what we do general evaluation session in our Toastmasters meeting. The purpose of the general evaluator is to evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. During the meeting, I will take the notes on everything that happens and does not happen. So if something is missing, note down those things also will be part of the responsibility of general evaluator. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for good examples of preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasm, observation, and performance of duties. At the end of the meeting, I will be giving my report. Thank you, and over to Toastmaster of the day.
That was really well explained. Thank you, Toastmaster Wilson DTM, for that well explanation of the role of a general evaluator. Now, before we start the most serious part of this Toastmasters event, that is the education session, let us have some lighter moments. So, in order to start that, let's start a joke session. And today's joke session is open to all. So, let me just invite all of you, anyone who can, to begin with, to tickle our funny bones. Anybody? Rajavi sir? Bala? Master Bala is there?
I mean, thank you, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests. A very warm good evening. Honestly, I didn't think of a joke yet, but it might be interesting to note something which happened today in our office. I mean, it's kind of like it's not a joke, but it's kind of like a bad timing for someone. But eventually, it ended up almost as a humor. We have an office boy who recently, I mean, after like 2 years of working, they get like 2 months together vacation once in 2 years. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but it's an outsourced office boy. So he went for vacation, all in the midst of Corona. He said, "No, no, no, I have to go. 2 years is a long time. I need to go back to India. I need to see my family." Fair enough. He was given the holidays with all the associated perks and bits and pieces. So he went to India, and he was supposed to be back on duty on 4th of July, 2021. So all of a sudden, I think last week or the week before, our HR was making all the typical arrangements for him, and all of a sudden they get a call saying, "Yes, sir, I am in the airport tonight. I take flight. Tomorrow morning, I reach Bahrain." So HR was like, "Okay, okay, welcome back, welcome back." And the lady, the poor HR manager, she went to sleep by around 10 o'clock. Around 2 o'clock, she gets a call. She didn't pick up. Next day morning, she reads the message and she came to us today and explained, "Sorry, madam, Corona, because of Corona vaccine, I take new vaccine. Tomorrow, I do new PCR. Next week, I come." With all bits and pieces of whatever he had available within his armor, he sent a message. And she actually came to us with this message and said, "Bala, can you just confirm what he is trying to say?" So I called him, and his name is Kumar. I said, "Kumar bhai, kya hua?" And he said, "Sir, I came to the airport in Delhi. Then I knew that I have to take that the test 48 hours before. I took yesterday evening. Now the time is gone." Poor guy came all the way from Jaipur to Delhi and he's stuck in Delhi. So on a lighter note, even though it's kind of a bit bad which happened, I really felt and I was laughing the whole day thinking about it. And the evening I called him like, next time don't do this. Back to you, President. I mean, it was must stop today.
Toastmaster, maybe I'll make a small attempt. Shall I?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. This is a joke on Shakespeare, the great Shakespeare and his wife. Shakespeare once he said, laughing at your own mistakes can lengthen your life. This was quoted by Shakespeare. Then immediately his wife came and she said, laughing at your wife's mistakes can shorten your life.
True.
This is
I think all can unmute yourself when you are laughing.
Yeah,
Wilson
but
sir, I think you just
careful.
endorsed.
Just be careful if your wives are around.
Yes, can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I
I
saw
think.
somebody muting when the joke was on.
Yeah. Okay, so here's another short 10 piece. So these are the days of COVID and vaccination, no? Something connected with that. So these two guys were sitting in a bar, exchanging evening. So one guy is asking his friend, so how is it, bro? How are things going on? The other guy replied, oh, great. Things are going. I just finished my first shot and waiting for the next one. Oh, that's great. Is it Pfizer or Moderna? No, Martini. You're sitting in the bar, mind you. So that's it.
Okay. On that note, just I just saw one small joke. I will also try to attempt. You know the current fuel prices and all in India, right? So one person was telling to his friend, earlier I used to fill petrol in my bike to go to office. So then person said, so now what you are doing? So the other guy said, no, I am going to office so that I can fill petrol in my bike. Okay. With that note, I think we have come to end of the joke session. And now we move on to the educational session. So today in our education session, we have one of the most apt speakers to present the educational speech for the day. And it is the one and only project speech that we have today. But having said that, if you have a heavyweight champion as the speaker, then one is, So before I say more about the speaker of the day, let me invite the evaluator of the day to evaluate the speech today. We have a very senior evaluator who is also a champion speaker and a champion evaluator. And he's also a person with a good humor sense, I believe, because I invited him to joke session because I know he's the one who used to crack jokes very often, and a very senior engineer in the island, also a respected and a member of the engineering fraternity. Let me invite Toastmaster Rajagobi to present the criteria for evaluation of the speech. Toastmaster Rajagobi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak, for that very interesting introduction. A long time I was not seeing you, and very happy to see you back, all the people. I was off the meetings for some time. Anyhow, lucky that we are going to have a wonderful speech by one of the veteran or one of the most accomplished speaker in our club, TG Matthew. And I am supposed to evaluate him, and I am happy to evaluate him. So before that, there are certain objectives for the speech. I will tell the objectives of the speech for this. The purpose of this speech of this project is for the member to identify his or her primary leadership styles or style. And again, the second purpose of the speech for the member to share some aspect of his primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. So it's an active subject, is going to talk about leadership. And we know we are in Toastmasters, we are about communication and leadership. And I and all of us are looking forward to an exciting, excellent speech from the master speaker, Toastmaster TG Matthew. Back to the president, Deepak.
Toastmaster Day, very good, sir. Okay, so that was a very well explained objective of the speech for the day. So now, without much ado, waiting, let's move on to the much awaited part, that is the speech, project speech of the day. And to do this project speech, as the evaluator already explained, we have a champion speaker, a very senior Toastmaster, one of the founding Toastmasters of KEEN4 Toastmasters Club. And something interesting, as you know, the change is the theme of the day. And based on that, some words of wisdom from the speaker himself is that not to take things granted, imbibing good habits, and ensuring quality time with loved one are some of the changes he brought in himself during this post-pandemic period. In that note, let me invite the speaker, Toastmaster TG Matthew, to present his speech. You can better, let me go to the title. Yeah. Why join Navy when you can be a pirate? Why join Navy when you can be a pirate? Toastmaster TG Matthew.
Why join the Navy if you can be a pirate? That quote is attributed to Steve Jobs, and it was very profound to me when I first read it. What does it take to be a Navy officer or a pirate? How does he or she train? How does he or she react to challenges, stressful situations, and dangers? How do they lead? Are they both the same? Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and our most valued guests. It is my intent to answer those questions on leadership today. What does leadership mean to us? Do the people who work with us do so in fear or respect? Do people like working with us, collaborate with us when we face challenges at work, at home, at social environment, or is it out of compulsion? Each one of us has come across various descriptions of leadership and what it means to us. But no two leaders are the same. Why? Because as unique and varied as we are, so too is our approach to others based on our goals. Also, our leadership is based on traits that we have nurtured and developed over the years and molded on our personal and professional experiences, isn't it? But here's what separates the great ones. They will show an inclination to motivate and inspire others, encourage others to do better, and also help those around them. Now, this project, through a lot of Q&A, series of Q&A, taught me my natural style of leadership based on my current situation and the people I lead. But before going into that, I'd like to narrate a light story and show what an effective and good leader should be rather than not. You see, there was a group of people and they were invited to a mental hospital. And one of the visitors in this group was very rude and insensitive to the patients. Now, this unkind visitor ended up talking to the security staff named Bill. Now, he was a kind and wise ex-policeman. Are they all sick and crazy loonies in there? This insensitive and rude guy asked Bill. And Bill replied, only the ones who failed the test. What test? The man asked. Bill replied, well, we show them a bath filled with water. Then we show them a bucket, a large bucket, a large cup, and a spoon. Then we ask them this question, which one would you select to empty the bath the soonest? That's very easy, said the man. He said, the normal ones would select the bucket, right? No, said Bill. Actually, the normal ones would pull the plug out. And then he mockingly asked the rude guy, shall I look if there is a room available for you? So, sometimes it's very easy for us leaders to look at the weaknesses of others, that we lose sight of our own development. Before we can develop others, we need to look at how much we can develop and become better leaders. How do we do that? We have to imbibe qualities of good leaders. I'd like to share just 3 with you today because of my time constraints. The qualities of the leader: effective communication. If I deal with my company personnel, and I should be able to communicate to them what my expectations and goals and plans are so that they can meet company requirements. If I have a team who's doing a pipeline in a week, and I tell them, you have 1 week, that is the instruction and clearly given to them. What do I do next? Then I would lead by example. Once I use my words, I should back up my leadership with my action. I would lead by giving them all the resources, all the requirements to meet that objective. And what do I do in the end? I would demonstrate integrity. How? By being honest, by being ethical and building trust, and most of all, acknowledging and crediting others. When you join the Navy, that was the question that we had asked earlier. What do you do when you become a Navy officer? You're taught about teamwork, about dependability, about adaptability, about problem solving, work ethics, integrity, and all of this potentially in a leader who's going to be a disciplined person, delivering without failure and for the betterment of the nation. Now, when Steve Jobs said that statement, he wanted people who would break every convention and embrace what change he wanted. People who behave like pirates, aggressive, egoistic, and even antisocial characteristics. Because these people would function without a bureaucracy. They would help each other and their leader, but of course, maybe with fear. They would act independently and intelligently, even in difficult situations. But I believe more for personal benefit than for a collective purpose. So Steve's message was this: if you are bright and you prefer the size, the structure, and the traditions of the Navy, go join IBM. But if you're bright and you think differently and you want to be a part of a special, unified, unconventional team, then become a pirate. As I answered that QA session, I became getting a good insight into the kind of leader I was in my present circumstance. Ranjit, if you just help me just share that particular screen. This is how I scored. I was supposed to be more bureaucratic and pace-setting and authoritative than innovative or democratic or even a coaching mentality. Thank you so much, Ranjit. But looking at that, those are not negative traits, but actually good traits. Given that I work for in the oil and gas construction, being able to take quick decisions in a short period of time, by bringing change over a long duration, needs, and when every day is a crisis to be resolved, you ought to be bureaucratic and authoritative. If I had to deal with a bunch of people who were very creative, then I would need to change and adopt a style that requires greater innovativeness and also coaching mentalities. As leaders, Toastmasters, we have to be able to adapt our skills based on the situation and the people we lead. By learning that, we can be better successful in the environments that we have. So we've actually got to be felicitous in our selection of leadership styles. So as we continue to communicate clearly, show high integrity and an equal place, there's place, equal chance for the Navy, the pirate, and a lot more leadership skills, styles as much as our members. Thank you so much, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster CG Matthew, for that excellent speech. I definitely know all of you have enjoyed that. And with that note, let me move on to the next part. By the way, before that, yesterday, accidentally, I met one of our Toastmaster Hari Krishnan, near a tea shop. And I was just telling him that we have had a change. You can you just come to the Toastmaster meeting and you can feel the change of the new committee and the new environment we have. We definitely bring a lot of changes to make the meeting interesting and exciting. And at that time, he told me, yes, already there has a change happened, and that is one of our Toastmaster Pro has called him many times, and there was threatening calls to him that if he doesn't attend the meeting tomorrow, there is serious repercussion. So I welcome Toastmaster Hari Krishnan, who has joined after a long time back to our meeting.
Thank you,
Hari.
Deepak. Thank you very much. And also, I'll be in a regular appearance for all the meetings, so I will try to attend. I'm planning to continue. Thank you. Thank you for all the fellow talks.
We want to see you.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Yeah, we wish it's better now after a long time. Yeah, nice. Hi.
Long time.
How is the packing going, Hari?
Packing I have to do. Actually, I'm traveling tomorrow. I'm going to India for 2 months vacation. So in the busy schedule, I thought I will attend. I'll find some time to spend with fellow Toastmasters. That's why I.
Good. All the bon voyage.
Yeah.
Tell us the reason why you're traveling. Nice to see you. It's not just a vacation, isn't it?
Nice to see you.
Sorry.
It's not just a normal vacation, isn't it? Tell us the reason why you're traveling.
Oh, there is no special reason. No need to create something new.
That's an open secret.
That's it.
Okay, we wish you all the best for your journey, and let's hope all the things go as for your plan. Thank you, Toastmaster Hari, and hope to see you continually in the upcoming meetings. And moving to the next, hope we are running out of time, so we will move on to the next part of the meeting. And now we have a session on pathways from one of a guest speaker. So today we have a very eminent Toastmaster as our guest speaker who will be giving us an introduction or a walkthrough, you can say, to the pathways, that is the new mode of Toastmastering. And for that, we have a very efficient Toastmaster, lady Toastmaster with us. She's very creative. She's very active in the Toastmaster circles, giving her services as a leader in Toastmasters. Previously, she was our area governor, area director, and now today we are very happy to have you here, Toastmaster, in our meeting. This is the first meeting of our new session, so that is very, very interesting to hear from such a very efficient and eminent Toastmaster. When I asked her about the changes she brought during this post-pandemic period, she told she has become more creative. That's very interesting because she's already a very creative lady. She is very good at photography. We can say she's good at the artworks and much more. So we are looking more how creative your services will be beneficial to us also as a Toastmasters. So with those words, let me welcome Toastmaster Asha Rani as our guest speaker of the day to present the put more light on the pathways session. Welcome, Toastmaster Shirley.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Deepak, for those wonderful words. That's really motivating. And fellow Toastmasters, good evening all once again. So today we are going to just run through a session that is called What is Pathways All About. We have got a small presentation, then we'll have a demonstration, and we would like everyone to do it along with us. I and Toastmaster Ranjit will be doing it, and so please, if you can, please do it along with us. In 2018, Pathways rolled out in Bahrain, and it was really a major change for most of the Toastmasters. We had a lot of challenges because there were no experienced Toastmasters to explain us what this Pathways is all about. But once we started using this Pathways new syllabus, we came to know that there are a lot of opportunities for us to develop as not only as good speakers, but also as good leaders. You will realize it once we finish this session. So to start with, I would like to share my screen. This may take just 5 minutes. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. So let's start. I think most of you have already started your Pathways journey. So since we have few guests, I'll just tell briefly what Pathways is all about. The syllabus we have to do in Toastmasters now is the Pathways. And in Pathways, today we are going to cover why Pathways, the paths in Pathways, the levels and projects, and how to log into Pathways. That is the demonstration session, and to assess and choose your path. These are the things we are going to cover in this session. Why Pathways? Because we don't have any other things any other choice. Earlier there were a legacy program and Pathways, but now we only have Pathways, and it's very, very easy. That is why we are doing Pathways. And there are a lot of benefits in Pathways. The 5 core competencies they cover. That is, one is public speaking, interpersonal communication, and then leadership, management, and also confidence. That is the competencies that we get when we do these projects. Then the other major thing is, it is all online. Wherever you are, you can do your projects, read your projects, learn your projects, and give the speeches. And the skills you attain is real. You can use it in the real world, and it is transferable skills. And it is available in 11 languages. Malayalam is also going to, they are going to have it in Malayalam also. So most probably we'll have it soon. So this is what we all had. Like the more we read, the more we were confused. So we have got 11 paths. And one path has got 5 levels. So please remember, 11 paths. In each level, you have got, 11 paths, and in each path you'll have 5 levels. Okay, 5 levels. In the first level, you'll have mastering your fundamentals, and the second level you will have to develop your learning your style. That is leadership and communication and all projects like that. Then increasing your knowledge, and you're developing your skills and demonstrating your expertise. It's all you will come to know when you do the projects. It's not complicated. I don't want to confuse you. Okay, these are the things that is covered in 5 levels. And in the first level, it's only first level, it's 4 speeches and 1 role. Just remember that 4 speeches and 1 role, you finish the first level. And in the second level, it is 3 speeches, just 3 speeches, the second level is done. And in the third level, it is only 1 speech and 2 electives. 2 electives, that too, among the 12 electives, only 2 electives you have to do, and you have to do 3 roles. That is, one is Toastmaster of the Day, another one is Table Topic Master, and one is Evaluator. Okay, these are the things you have to finish by when you finish level 3. By this, you finish level 3. And in level 4 also, there is only one speech and one elective. Level 5, it is one speech and one elective. So what, and also one reflect on your path. That is, you have to give a speech on all the projects you have done. That is reflect on your path. So these are the things. What I want to tell you is, earlier there was CC manual and there was advanced manuals, and we should definitely think how easy nowadays it is to finish one level. It is just 15 to 18 speeches that you have to do in total to finish one level. And another plus point is, when you finish from first to fourth level, you have a added advantage of getting a pin of triple crown from the district. So just VP Education, please encourage your members to take up, do speeches also, because you have been concentrating on membership and taking roles. Also tell them to be speakers so that you will get maximum number of triple crown pins for your club. So it's just 15 to 18 speeches. Once you finish your project your level, the members, these members will be getting mail like this member has finished this VP Education, president and the secretary will be receiving a mail that to approve your level. And so 2 levels you have to complete. Now coming to major point, why we all do these projects and what is the biggest thing we have to get in our Toastmasters, journey. Of course, it is a distinguished Toastmaster. To be a distinguished Toastmaster, right? We all want to be distinguished Toastmasters. What we have to do for that? Level, complete 2 paths. Any path you select and complete the 2 paths. One path is just 15 to 18 speeches. Remember that. So 2 paths is 30 to 36 speeches. So finish that. Then after that, you become a club officer, a VP, president, VP Education, or some post like that. You become that. Be a club officer for 12 months. Then be a district officer. That is AD or any. Starting from AD, any district officer, then be a club mentor or a club coach, then do a speechcraft or youth leadership program, or be a club sponsor. That is, you start a club and be the sponsor to it. So that is those are the ways. So these things you have to cover to be a DTM. The education part is very, very easy. The other things also, if you are really concentrating on this journey, you can definitely take the, attain those things also. So pathways is very easy. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me at any time. I'm always ready to help you. So that's all from my side regarding the presentation thing. Now let's have a practical session. I would like to ask help from your VP Education, Toastmaster Ranjit. Can you please help me?
I've just shared, logged into my pathways. I hope that's visible.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. This who all are doing along with me? Can everyone please unmute and tell me? Is anyone doing along with me?
What do you need Toastmasters to be done?
You have to log into this your TI. Okay. So
yes,
there is, once you log in, you will get a welcome TG. So here it is, welcome Ranjit. Okay. Now you take take the education. Education and go education. Okay. Here, everything you want to learn about the pathways, you can go to pathways learning experience and learn it. Okay. If you have any doubts. Otherwise, go to pathways. Ranjit, pathways. Okay. Anybody else doing with us?
Yeah, I am opening. I open pathways.
Okay.
I'm also trying to open.
Okay. Let's do it together. So next time, one of your club members can give a presentation in the club if somebody is having any doubt. What is that? Ranjit?
Yes, is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yes.
Yeah, pathways. Pathways. Can you please? Okay. So when you place your cursor on pathways, you'll get learn more, start page, FAQ, and choose a path. If you haven't chosen a path, you have to click on choose a path. When you click on choose a path, can you please just do it? When you, okay, here, choose continue to path selection. Okay. So here you'll get materials like first path is free. You can select, just scroll a little bit. Okay. Here it's English and then continue. Then the digital resource, we don't know how to buy it. First path is free, so you don't have to buy it. Free and then continue. Then you will get a set of questions. Okay, continue. Okay. Set of questions. You have to answer all those questions, and then the TI or the Toastmasters International will suggest 3 paths for you according to the answers you have given. If you don't like those paths, if you think that you want something else, you can select that. Otherwise, you can choose any one of these. These 3 they have selected for you. So that is the selection path. Now, once you have selected, you come log in. Can you take the go to Basecamp? Okay. DTM Wilson, are you with us?
Yeah, I paths and learning.
Okay. Okay.
I have the screen.
Yeah, this is the home page you get. So path and learning is all the speeches you have to do. That is the transcript, or that is the syllabus you have to follow in your path. So can you please select that?
Now, in fact, Toastmasters Sasrani, when this was logged last year, I had taken presentation mastery.
Okay.
I had taken, but after that I didn't do any exercise on that.
No problem. You have done speeches, right?
No, on that I didn't do any speech.
Okay, no problem. You can start.
We can start. Huh?
Yeah. You can when you open the paths
That
and
was
learning.
That was a path I selected. I remember.
Okay.
Then
so now what are you seeing on your screen?
The presentation mastery.
Okay. Presentation mastery, open curriculum.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Open curriculum. Please open that. Ranjit, open curriculum.
Okay. So in that I am getting presentation mastery level 1, level 2.
Yeah. Level 1. So you will be getting activate.
Yeah.
What is it? Activate. So you have to activate it because you haven't done any project. So you'll have to activate that. So once you activate it, you will get a launch button.
Okay. Where to do that activate? View details or in options?
View details.
So because what I am the screen I am getting is a presentation mastery.
Okay.
Level 1 0%, level 2 0%.
Okay. To click on the level 1. Level 1.
Okay.
Okay. Now the level 1 will open.
I am getting icebreaker, evaluation, feedback. Yeah.
Yes. Beside icebreaker, what is it?
So that is where I have to start now, right?
Yeah. You have to start here. This is an icebreaker speech. Now, before giving the speech, you will have to assess yourself. Ranjit, can you please launch that? So once you launch, it will open. Another page will open, and you will get all the details of the project. It's open. Is it open for you, DTM Wilson? Okay. This is what you get. Icebreaker.
Okay. Okay.
Now you do it along with us.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So please carry on. I'll continue with you. Yeah.
Okay. Begin. Okay. Begin, and here all the details are here. Now you just click on that arrow, forward arrow. Okay. Then you will get introduction of your project and everything you have to read. because some projects are not that easy, so you'll have to read and understand what it is. Click on directions. Click on directions. Yeah. Okay. So side arrow. Okay, this is the thing you have to do before every speech. All the projects will be having an assessment. That is, you have to assess yourself. These are the marks or numbers you have to give to yourself. 1 is developing, and 2 is emerging, and 3 is accomplished, and 4 is you have excelled, and 5 is exemplary. So you have to decide how many marks I'll give. Am I confident and calm when I speak in front of group? Well, I am good. If you feel like that, you can give a 3, or you are very good, you can give a 5 also. And next one. So here you have got 6 questions you have to, and you can answer. So you have to answer all these questions. I understand the basic structure of the speech. Yes, you have to click. You can click, Ranjit. You can select some answers. Okay. Okay. I am aware of the strengths as a communicator and a leader. Yes. I am aware of where I need to improve my communication. So you just read these questions and give a mark to yourself. So once this is the last, no, one more is there. One more is there. I recognize how the project applies to me. Okay. Okay. Now submit. Okay. Now you have given the feedback. Now close this. After this, you come to the club and give your speech. Once you complete, you give your speech, go home and click on the forward button. Okay. Again. Once more. These are the details. Okay. I mean, if you want videos and all, there are videos. If you have any doubts, so you can go through all these things. These are there is what to say, a worksheet is there. Many documents are here. Just explore yourself. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Yeah. Timing, organize, everything. Lot of details. Okay. Okay. Once you complete your assignment. No. You have your side forward. Go forward, please. Project checklist. Okay, project checklist. There are a few things here. You can click that and check everything. What you have to do while you are giving a project, that is like schedule your speech with your VP education, write your speech, rehearse your speech. That all, we all know that, but there is, we have to do everything and make a checklist like this and do everything. And okay, now can you please go forward here? Okay, once more. Okay, now you have finished your speech. Come back and do this assessment. Okay, have you finished your icebreaker, Toastmaster Ranjit?
No, not in this one.
Oh,
This is
okay.
new.
Okay, okay, then you can close this one. Toastmaster TG, where are you now? I mean, are you doing along with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you can you can do your assessment for your speech you have given today.
Yes, I just did that. Because you were telling me.
Like to see that.
You showed me that way, so I immediately did that.
Okay. Okay. So this
I think we were hoping that you would share your screen.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I think we were hoping that you would show your screen while you do that. So
I actually, I'm sorry. I was on.
Toastmaster Ranjit, do you have any can you take the other part so that we can see the tick marks when you upload it? Home. Just place on home and the down box.
I think it just stopped responding.
No, it's coming. Okay. The one that is coming below.
Yep. Stuck.
Okay.
Give me a minute to log in back.
Okay. Okay. So that's it. DTM Wilson, how is it going?
Yes. Yeah, I was following it, but I didn't go individually myself. I was just following what you were presenting.
Okay.
But
And who else?
some clarification. I just want to ask the order. Icebreaker.
Order icebreaker first. You have to do your icebreaker as your first speech.
Yeah.
After that, any speech, no
Any
problem.
speech, yeah.
Any speech.
Maybe many are not aware. That is important. Second, I want to ask is the advanced projects like sponsoring a club, area director, taking roles. No, those things. If somebody has done in the past, those can be utilized for pathways like TG. He was a club mentor, so those he can use those.
If he surely he can use, surely. Yeah, he can use, because it's not used, right? So he can definitely use. Yeah.
So if somebody has used it, they have to do it again, right?
Yeah, that.
Suppose like P.T. Thomas or myself also, I have completed DTM and I have used that club sponsorship point already for my first DTM. That cannot be used again.
You can your credit can be used only once, sir.
Yeah, right. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Sir, it's nowadays it's not. It's DTM pathways. DTM is so easy. So everybody they are taking their second DTM, third DTM. It's like
no,
so
but
easy.
because there are options. I mean, if you can't sponsor a club, you can do something else, right?
Yeah, you can do a speechcraft or a youth leadership program.
Yeah, correct.
Ranjit, where are you? Okay. Okay. Once you finish your icebreaker, you will get a small tick beside your speech. I mean, beside your project icebreaker and a small tick, and it will be shown like 25%. He has finished this icebreaker, so it's 25% finished beside that level 5. So this is the first step. Okay. This is what you have to do regarding the your projects. Whichever project you do, you come here and do this. Now, can we go to the home page, please? Okay. Before giving your speech, it's the speaker's duty to send the evaluation form to your evaluator. Where can you find all the evaluation forms? Can you click on the speech evaluations? You will find all the evaluation forms in the speech evaluations. It's can you scroll down, please? It's given in the alphabetic order. So A, B, C, D, it's like this. It's very easy to find. Download it and send it to your evaluator. And once the evaluator fill it, make sure that you get the filled evaluation forms. So that is the thing. Everything is here. Okay. So that's one thing. That is the second thing regarding the evaluation. Can we just go back?
No matter choosing the project number or the project name and the name, yeah. Because I can see that there is a and evaluation. I think it's there in both of the paths, right? In dynamic pathways, dynamic.
Whichever path, regardless of the path, all the evaluation forms are here.
Okay.
Yeah, all the what was your doubt? I didn't understand.
The evaluation forms come at the end. It comes as a evaluation resource.
Yeah.
It's called an evaluation resource. When you actually go into the project and go one by one, answering all the questions, you will come just before the final assessment, which is done after the speech. But just before that, you will see we
are talking about the evaluation forms
for
all the projects. It's there.
Yeah.
You're speaking about the evaluate part, is it?
Yeah.
Because once you finish the level, you will have to evaluate yourself. So what is it, Ranjit? Okay. Can we go to the home? Yeah.
Toastmaster Asha, I have one doubt.
Yes.
What we should do with this filled in evaluation forms?
Keep it safely with you, and you can save it here. Can you please scroll down a little bit? Okay. Here in my documents, you can keep it. Can you click on my documents? Okay.
Okay.
Each level, all your speeches, all your certificates and your evaluation forms, you can keep it here, because if we need any verification or something in the future, you can take and show your VP education.
So
it
that will be evaluated by TMI at any point of time?
No, not at all. It's
Okay.
our VP education who's really in charge of all these things. He'll be like taking care of all these things, checking if the member is doing a project outside the club. You will have to, sometimes the VP education asks for your evaluation form, like some strict VP educations. Yeah. So
Right.
here, here you can keep everything. So this is the. So another thing is you can ask for feedback. That is this feedback. You can ask your members to give feedback. You can give feedback to them and also give badges to them. But this is not much used by most of the members. You have to definitely use this. You have got 5 or 6 badges. You can give. It's fun. Because now we don't have any pins or anything, pins or badges. So you can give this virtual ones.
Toastmaster Asha, just one point. You said these documents which each member is storing, VP education can have the access to that?
No. Only you
They
have
have to,
access.
they have to share it. Then only they can.
Yes. No,
Right?
you will be giving the speech in your club itself. So your VP education will be definitely watching you giving the speech. So if you need it in the future, it's better to store it somewhere so that
Right.
you don't miss it. That is it.
Madam Asha,
Yeah, sir.
how are you?
Yeah.
Just one question. If you are part of 2 clubs, you can take 2 paths free of cost, right?
Yes. The second path will be free if you are.
Yeah, because I have logged in with KEEN4. So now Indian club, I can take the same
Yeah,
another
second
path.
path. Yes, sir. Yes.
But when I'm going to this camp, they're asking for the $20. First selection is there, whether Indian club or KEEN4. So first I took KEEN4 and I saw I've already done the one of the paths. But how to enter the second path?
Second path, you have to change your club name and then do the selection. Then you will get it.
Okay, I tried. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to confirm that. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, sir. Now, okay, Ranjit. Okay. So that is regarding the paths. Then one more thing is okay. Ranjit, can you please click on that gear thing on the right settings? Okay. Now, when you place your cursor on that, okay, my account. Okay, my account. Here is your profile and scroll down, please. Whatever roles you take, you come here and enter. So today, today Ranjit is the timer. So Ranjit will enter here. Okay, and save it. Okay. So Deepak, you will be doing Toastmaster of the day, and all the members, please enter here. Whatever roles you take, you just come and enter here, because we have to do the evaluators role, then Toastmaster of the day role, and table topic master, then again evaluator. So roles are very important. So please update here also. So those are the things.
Toastmaster accounts, is it? Toastmaster Asha? It comes in accounts, is it?
What?
It comes
in my
in
account.
preferences.
Yes.
My account.
Because VP education can view it so that he can assign it properly, because he can see who didn't take the role, etc. for a quite long time. So he can assign roles. So it's easy for VP education as well. VP education secretary and president can view the projects you have done also. So they will be monitoring you. So these are the things I want to cover. Hope you have. I've cleared a little. I mean, as much as I can.
Madam Asha,
yes.
may I ask, these roles, if I were done some of these roles earlier, is it possible for me to go in and enter those roles as well?
Sure. Whatever, because you haven't done it, right? So you have to definitely do it. Definitely, surely.
All right.
Okay. So those are the things. So thank you so much. If you have any doubt, just call me. We'll have a one-on-one. You be with your computer, with your laptop, and I'll also help you. You can do it. It's very easy. And I urge all the senior Toastmasters to do pathways because it's very easy, and you have already taken many roles. Toastmaster Rajendran and all have been our area directors. So please, it's very easy for you, Toastmasters. Please, we need more DTMs from KEEN4. So thank you so much, and over to you. Yes.
Toastmaster, that presentation you showed, is it available on the TMI? The pictorial description.
Yeah, it's not a TMI, it's mine. I can just share it with you.
Okay. It was very informative that way.
Yeah, it's very what to say, no, only needed points.
Altogether in one place.
All together. So thank you so much, and over to you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ranjit, for this opportunity. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Deepak.
Thank you
so much,
Toastmaster Asharani, for that wonderful explanation. Thank you for putting so much light on the pathway session. Definitely, I think that was something new to learn for all the members here, and we look for active participation and completing our each levels in the pathway session. Thank you, and expecting more of such presentations and assistance from your side, as you are one of the leading members of our Toastmasters fraternity. Definitely, thank you for that once again, and pleasure to have you today in our meeting. And let's now move on to our next part of the session. Coming to the next session, since we are moving out of time, let me ask our Toastmaster table topic master, who is none other than the president, to can you please see if we can skip the table topics, or do we, because we are already running out of time.
I think we have already overshot more than 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think we can skip the table topics for the day. We can move on to general evaluation.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Thank you. So due to short of time, we'll directly move on to the general evaluation session. And to conduct this session, I invite Toastmaster Wilson for the general evaluation part. Toastmaster Wilson, please.
Okay, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, most invited guest, most welcome guest, a very good evening once again. Just because we are running short of time, my slot has come little advanced. So let me start. As I mentioned before, general evaluation session is the slot in all Toastmasters meeting which present the overall assessment or overall performance feedback on all assignees and all the proceedings of the meetings, which I am going to present today. So before I go more detail, let me ask the timer to give the time taken on our project speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator. The time taken for the speech by Toastmasters TG Matthew is 7 minutes and 31 seconds.
Thank you.
I'm sure he tried to fix it to the 7 minutes and 30 seconds, but yes, unfortunately, it went on to 1 more second.
Okay. Anyway, we have just one project speech today, so we can declare him as the winner. So, fellow Toastmasters, maybe I can straight away go to the individual evaluation for the project speech. May I request Toastmaster Rajagobi to present his evaluation on the prepared speech.
General evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, invited guests, and my speaker in particular, TG Matthew. Good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
Today, I was lucky to be hearing a very excellent speech, none other than the topmost speaker probably in our club, a very accomplished speaker. And the speech had a great value because he selected a topic which is which is very common or which is very apt or which is very felicitous for all of us, because it is very interesting. The topic was why join Navy when you can be a pirate. This was what I understand. This is a sentence, or it's a word spoken by Steve Jobs, the most innovative entrepreneur the world has ever seen. That is what I understand. So he's told there could be different ways of management, and very aptly the speaker TG brought out this two different ways of management. One is the bureaucratic way, the other one is the pirate way, and throw some light and how this both can exist together. His speech was so engrossing and compelling for all of us to completely engross in the speech, because the topic was in such a way that, and he took the speech in such a way with the stories and other things, we really could understand the importance of this particular word or particular maxim. The speech that way was very, very excellent, and I enjoyed it very much. Now, as an evaluator, I have to give you some suggestions. One suggestion would be like this. The title says, why join the Navy when you can be a pirate? So the title leads us more towards the pirate way of leadership. The pirate way of leadership is that you don't stick to any conventional ways of management. So I would have liked the speaker to give some examples or give more importance to the pirate ways and say the way of management, and say that the topmost company, the most innovative company, and the CEO of that company, Steve Jobs, selected the pirate way. He selected his employees not based on their academic qualifications. He selected his employees based on their innovative, unsystematic ideas, and he became one of the topmost entrepreneur, most innovative entrepreneur. So I would have liked for me if the speaker had led us to that particular way. That's the only thing I can find in the speech. Otherwise, the speech was so fabulous speech, very exciting speech. Again, I would say the most felicitous speech I have heard in the recent times, and which was very apt for the audience. And TG, with his usual gestures and the clarity and the what I call the enthusiasm, gave us the run of the day, or the best evening for us to enjoy and educate. Thank you, TG, for the speech, and I look forward to many such wonderful speeches from you. Back to the evaluator, general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajagobi. May I request the timer to share the time taken by Toastmaster Rajagobi?
Toastmaster Rajagobi, check 4 minutes, seconds.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Rajagobi. I just want to add a couple of points on TG's speech. As our past area director and guest mentioned today, today's day was something special for all of us. TG, he presented a wonderful speech. 2 points or 2 highlights I want to share is we never felt we were on a virtual meeting. The way he presented, we felt that we were in a physical meeting. I felt like that. Number 2, the topic he selected on leadership, and the way he analyzed, he researched, and he shared his idea, that was really wonderful. So keep it up, TG. We really enjoyed your speech on leadership. Thank you. Now, coming back to the general observation during this meeting, I just want to share it very briefly. Today's meeting, it was started on sharp time. The acting sergeant arms, he welcomed all the members, all the attendees, and as usual, he very clearly advised the requirements. Mobile in silent, video should be kept off if you are moving, so many things. He very clearly addressed. Then he welcomed the president. And today it was the first day for our president in this time. And he opened without any nervous, because anybody who is elected as president, the first meeting used to be a challenge, But today we never felt Toastmaster Binesh is delivering his first presidential address. He touched the TMI, he touched the theme of the day, he brought some examples from the members who were, he noticed that what are their objectives, and that was really crisp and nicely presented. We had our business session. That was another credit I want to give to Binesh, the way he conducted. He called each club officer in a very nice way, starting with the VP education, VP membership. Of course, VP PR was not there today. Then he called the secretary, then treasurer. Yeah. So today I just want to make one remark. Our secretary, I think she left. When minutes of meeting is presented, keeping the video on could be better. So we can see how it is presented. And also there was a confusion. Maybe she was in another meeting. So there was a confusion who will be attending the, who will be presenting the minutes of meeting. Another remark I want to tell is she was keep on repeating TM. Maybe you noticed it. TM, either it should be Toastmaster Binesh, Toastmaster Wilson, Toastmaster TG. Addressing somebody, any Toastmaster as TM, it is not appropriate. Maybe she may be reading it, but that is maybe first time she is presenting, that could be the reason. But we maybe president or somebody can advise her when a minutes of meeting is presented, use or any Toastmaster. Normally we don't address as a TM. Otherwise, things were really good. The sergeant arms, as an officer, he did not present because I think he is acting sergeant arms. And normally, he also used to give or present the stationary requirements, things like that. So today, I think because he is acting sergeant arms, it was not, that slot was not used. Otherwise, it was the opening and other things were really good. Then the Toastmaster of the day was introduced. Again, our champion speaker, Toastmaster Deepak, very confident, and he brought the theme of the meeting. He brought into his speech. He touched, as usual, it's a requirement that something mentioned on the history of our club, and he said 2008 we started, and he mentioned again about leadership. The theme we selected for the meeting, he touched, and that was really good. Coming to our my supporting team members, starting with the accounter. Today we have our accounter VP membership, Pranav. So may I request you to present your account report. And I want to touch the way you presented accounter. It was really good, well briefed. So may I request you to present your report.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Wilson. Your words are always in a part of encouragement. As I said in my VP membership address, people like you, veteran Toastmasters, views are leading this club. When it comes to accountant, this is a role which I take quite often, and this is a role which I always try to improve by not speaking as many as which I try to, as much as I try to avoid it. But it comes to me. So I can easily say nobody beats me when it comes to the count of hours during today's session. Everybody else was much better. They didn't have much to note down. But as a matter of fact, yes, there has been few hours from anybody and everybody who spoke in the meeting during the meeting. Apart from that, I have not noted down much things. So over to you, Master, General Evaluator, Toastmaster.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Pranav, for giving that briefing and report. The next reporting, I request the word of the day from the grammarian, Toastmaster Steffi Sampson. Before I request her the word of the day, Felicious, right? And it was presented in a nice way. The only request I would ask the word of the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Steffi, is when we are having this virtual meetings, it is sometimes it is difficult to present. Somebody was requesting to present that word of the day on the screen. Maybe you have difficulty. It could be another alternate. It could be present the word of the day in the chat box, which I requested, but I think you didn't notice it. That could be good because maybe when you are presenting word of the day, somebody missed it, they can refer it. So that could be another method so that more people can review it and utilize it. So may I request you to present the report on grammarian role.
So the Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and the general evaluator, thank you for the correction that you have provided. So today is like the second meeting that I'm attending in Toastmasters, and it's the first role that I've taken up. And so, yes, I'm very happy to receive your correction in it, or I would say to make an improvement. And this was a really felicitous meeting, and because there were a lot of people who use this word, I would say like President Toastmaster Binish used in the beginning, and Toastmaster TG, and our evaluator Toastmaster Rajagobi had also used this word. So yes, thank you, and over to you, evaluator.
So thank you for presenting that report, Felix Iseli. And congratulations to you, because in the very second meeting, you did a wonderful role in a very nice way, very professionally. So keep it up, Toastmaster Steffi. Another assignee we had was Timer. I already asked his report, he presented. But the way he presented, the way he briefed Timer's role, I should commend, I should appreciate him, because he mentioned the importance of time. From the time we are born, we should be maintaining time management, and the importance was well briefed by Toastmaster Ranjit Ramendran. So congratulations, Ranjit, for briefing it and taking that role and reporting the time taken by the key assignees. I am not asking the time taken by other speakers like our guest speaker on the presentation, but some area we had little laggy, but we never felt some speeches, some presentation given by Toastmaster Asharani, it is laggy because it was so interesting. So I appreciate the way it was done. The presentation today I should comment, because the pathways in fact started 2018, but awareness on pathways, especially people like me or some of our other senior Toastmasters, is limited even now. I should admit it, though because of follow-up we registered in pathways, but some laziness or procrastination restrict us from keep moving forward. We registered, but today the presentation given by our guest speaker, Toastmaster Ashrani, very valuable, and we should thank Toastmaster Ashrani, and we should congratulate the way she prepared for any club. I think we found that we thought this is a module taken from TMI website, but I found later it is prepared by her. Maybe you can contribute to TMI, a good presentation which you have developed that will be useful to TMI itself. Because I have seen many modules are available there, educational modules. So it is very valuable session. I'm sure that you will be presenting it to other clubs also. So on behalf of KEEN4 Toastmasters Club, let us appreciate and a big round of applause. Okay, so these are the things which I want to share. I should appreciate our Toastmaster of the day, the way he conducted the meeting. He controlled the meeting. Each assignees were well briefed, well introduced. So I should congratulate him. As usual, he did a good job. So that's it from my side. I hope I didn't miss anything. I think some of our members have already left. So with that, I conclude and I give my control back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Deepak. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wilson. As usual, it was well presented, very soft spoken, as you said, but it touched all the points, it covered all the points, and it was very well explained and as per the guidelines. Thank you very much once again. And now we move on to the conclusion part of this meeting. And without much delay, I will pass on the baton to Toastmaster, the President, to move forward with the meeting. Thank you. And over to President Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. You rock as always. And big round of applause to Toastmaster Deepak. Indeed, you chose a felicitous theme for the meeting. So you can see in the beginning, we were 21 members. Now we are only 11 left out. So there are a lot of challenges ahead, opportunities that members has to find out.
And
we should increase the incentives.
Opportunities and threats.
Yeah, threats. Okay. Since we were having only one project speech, so the best speaker that's been that will be Toastmaster TG, and there were no table topics. I really would like to have at least 2 topics because Toastmaster Joshua and Toastmaster Rajendran could not speak in any of the meeting part.
Next time.
Yeah, so we are running late, so we will conclude that part. Before concluding, I would like to make a small announcement. Probably you all are aware that our veteran Toastmaster, a Boolean Toastmaster, Toastmaster Raju Gobi, is leaving the island. So he'll be here probably only for 1 more month in the island and he'll be leaving. So he was a very supportive Toastmaster, motivated each and everyone, not only in KEEN4 Toastmasters Club, wherever he has presented his table topics or any of the roles. It was really inspiring for all the Toastmasters. I would like to call our club member, Toastmaster Wilson, to have few words.
Thank you, President. Once again, fellow Toastmasters, guest, once again, good evening. As our President mentioned, Toastmaster Rajagobi, he has taken a decision, very important decision, last month, 2 months back, that he will be leaving this beautiful island for good. He served this island, Ministry of Works, Ministry of Electricity for more than 20-25 years. And he has taken a decision to take a retirement and spend more time with the family members. So, the restrictions and the constraints we have in this pandemic period, we are unable to gather more in a physical way, physical meeting. So committee EXCOM decided to appreciating him a small token of thanks, and so that was decided yesterday. We did a small gathering in my residence, and we committee presented him with a memento, and also the the Toastmaster of the Year award for the year, and that was shared yesterday. So on this occasion, we wish all the best to Toastmaster Jacobi. He was a charter member in our club. He brought a lot of awards, laurels for our club at the area division level. And most importantly, what I want to share is he is a role model for our members, because the way he improved from, because yesterday he was explaining the difficulty he used to face in his college days, school days, even after getting a job, and the benefit he derived from Toastmastering membership, that was explained in detail yesterday. And that improvement he achieved is a big inspiration to all the members, because a good speaker is not going to benefit much from Toastmaster membership. A person, ordinary person, if he has become a good speaker, that person is a role model for all the members who are deciding to take membership in the Toastmasters International. So, fellow Toastmasters, we wish all the best to Toastmaster Jacobi. May God bless him with all the happiness, safety, health, everything in the many years to come. So maybe we will be requesting Toastmaster Jacobi also to share a few words. Over to President Dinesh Narajan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wilson, for your words. I would really request Toastmaster Rajgobi to say a few words to us.
President and other fellow Toastmasters, actually, yes, it is a very difficult moment for me, as you know, to leave a very august club in the island, that is our KEEN4 Toastmaster Club, which I felt is excelled in many ways, with topmost leaders and topmost speakers. And being part of the club was one of the most great achievements, I would say, or great memories I will carry with me when I go back home. And this Toastmaster, as Mr. Wilson was explaining, has given me a lot of chances, a lot of improvements in my professional way and also in my personal life as well. I was able to convey, I was able to communicate better even to my wife and children also. It was, I know, the Toastmasters that way help you in every aspect of your life. So my advice to all the Toastmasters is please come and join, and also don't get away, take projects, and it will definitely help in bringing out the hidden talents within you, and that will make you a better person and a better leader, a better communicator. Yesterday I talked at length. Today I know we are running out of time, so I have much more things to say, but I would say that I enjoyed a great deal the stay with the Toastmaster Club. I value the contributions given by each and every member of this club. The excellent member, I learned many things from you all, and I'm taking this experience, this warmth, this friendship with me when I go back home and to my country. Let me take this opportunity to thank you all-heartedly, all the Toastmasters now and the one before, for the cooperation and the goodwill you showed to me. And thank you all very much. Have a nice evening. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajagopi. And we must thank you for your contribution to the KEEN4 Toastmasters Club and inspiring all the Toastmasters in all these years. Thank you so much for that. I think with this, we will, any other things which we have to discuss? Toastmaster Asharani, you would like to say something about your feedback?
My God, it's already late, right?
All right.
No, I would like to tell Toastmaster Rajagobi, don't worry, you can continue because it's online, right? So our DTM PT Thomas, he also left India, but he attends all our meetings. So you can also.
Thank you, Toastmaster Asharani. So with this, we will adjourn the meeting. And our next meeting will be 19th, which will...
18th, no? 18th, no? No? 19th.
19th.
19th,
19th, which will come after a long weekend, 4 or 5 days, holidays. So I hope everyone can do a bigger contribution to the meeting. Thank you all. Good night.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Rajagobi sir. Thank you to all the team.
Thank you then.
Bye. See you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, sir.